Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to Synchronicity University. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. And this is a video on the rising sign in the sign of Sagittarius. So having a rising sign in the sign of Sag, this is one of the signs I think that is really prone to fluctuations in weight. So the appearance is constantly changing and can grow, expand from time to time at different points in life. I think that this is true. The signs most likely prone to an appearance that fluctuates in terms of weight is Sag and Cancer and Pisces as well. I think that those are the top signs having to do with weight fluctuations. But of course, that doesn't have anything to do with their beauty. Their beauty is still there. Their strength is still there. And these are people who can have a way of projecting themselves that isn't just about beauty, but also about presence. They have a presence to them, and that comes from the fire element of their sign. Now, what I really like about the Sag energy is that it's part of the symbolism. It's part human and part animal, and so as such, they have that ability to use their bodies well, have a certain strength to their bodies. They tend to have more muscle than they otherwise might, or other people might. So they have some very strong muscular structure playing out there. And that can also show in the face as well, where the face can have some stronger angles to it as well. The skin tends to be sort of normal, sometimes just a little bit on the oilier side, but also can be a little bit prone to acne as well. So that's something they're going to want to watch in early life, not so much as they get older. As they get older, the skin does balance out and becomes more radiant and becomes more stronger actually as well. In fact, it takes on more of a thicker skin as they get older. And this is like the physical attributes. But it does, of course, represent what's also happening on levels of emotion as well. Now, these are people who can come across as having a cause, right? Sort of waving a flag, pushing a banner, having an agenda, right? So these are people who will have those flyers, be handing them out, having petitions ready to be signed. And it really is this desire to go out there, affect change, but not in like sort of a social, humanitarian kind of way like an Aquarian rising might, but it has more to do with a connection and a belief that there is a truth and that they want to be part of affirming that truth. Now, of course, when they really get up on that sage stone, right, when they really start going for it, you know that something's off there. You know that some aspects are playing out that might not be very harmonious. And what I mean by that is ultimately the Sag energy is about being enthusiastic about your life and about having something that you look forward to. And when you have that, you find that everything else calms down, and this, whatever it is that makes you feel like you need to be right about something, calms down as well. And so we're able to see a lot more what is relative and also maybe what isn't as well. And so a part of the learning of somebody who has a lot of Sag or strong placements in Sag, whether it's the sun, moon, or rising, is to understand and to prioritize happiness. And from there, they become that much more effective at being, whether they want to affect change on a political level or on a level of values and spiritual ideas. They become so much more effective at that when they first place a priority on their happiness as well. Now, a Sag rising person can be fun to be around. This is a Jupiter-ruled sign. So they can just be downright fun to be around. You can enjoy their company. They may, I will be honest, they might do things to excess. This is the sign of excess. So they might drink to excess or otherwise, as part of enjoying their life, eat to excess as well, which also is part of why the appearance might fluctuate, the weight might fluctuate over the course of the lifetime. However, this all is sort of an expression of their sort of generous spirit, their ability to enjoy life, to want to engage life, and to want to know that they really lived this time around. Every Sag rising I've ever met has traveled a lot, like extensively, and sometimes, a lot of times actually, it's not even anything that they actively chose. It's just that life constantly put them in situations where they had to go to school somewhere else, or somebody was going somewhere and they couldn't, and they just lucked out and got a ticket. And so the life will put them in situations where they have to go and be an explorer. They have to go out and travel to different places, explore new lands, and consider new ideas and new ways of perceiving the world and being in the world that they hadn't before. This is definitely one of the signs. I do think like Sag rising and Capricorn rising as well, but for different reasons. Definitely one of the signs that gets better as it gets older, particularly if it strives for consciousness. So they get better as they get older because they gain so much more experience. They prize having experiences in cultures, in travel, even in languages. They may speak several languages as well. And it's all part of how they learn to navigate at a very young age, where they come to understand at a very young age that the world is a lot smaller than it might appear, and that they have that genuine desire to engage and to learn. And it's ultimately that enthusiasm to learn that really helps them to feel more comfortable with themselves, that helps them to feel more like what it is within them and what is most important to them truly is shining through and being seen. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Please keep your interactions coming. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, my website, nadiyashah.com, and the YouTube comments as well. Until we connect again, take care. Thank you for watching. This lesson is part of Synchronicity University. You can go online at synchronicityuniversity.com or click on your screen if you're on YouTube right now to access even more video lessons, to access horoscopes, interviews with some of the most amazing astrologers in the world, and so much more.